What's going on, Blue Chips? How we doing here this morning? Mr. Gifford, Thomas, what's up? David, what's going on? If you guys don't know, I am live on Twitch as well this morning. So if for some reason you'd like to go over there and check it out, feel free. I'm going to try to combine the two. I'm going to keep an eye on the head count. But if we get to 35 viewers total, and I guess there's really no likes, maybe we'll do follows over there on Twitch. I'm not sure. Still kind of new to it, but anyway, let's get started here. Create the highest, grandest vision possible for your life because you become what you believe. Said by no other than Oprah. Let's get to it. You get a winning trade. You get a winning trade. You get a winning trade. You all get winning trades. Just to quote Oprah a little bit. So the Twitch thing, more of just try to draw some more eyes, see if there's anybody over there. I happen to be over there because of the new game that just came out, Valorant, and it's in beta right now. And I've been playing it. It's pretty cool. And I happened to search day trading over there on Twitch, and I saw that there was some people that have like some videos on demand over there. Not exactly sure what they're trying to do, but I said, hey, maybe I'll, try to get anybody that happens to search day trading over there, and maybe if they are looking for a community that we're trying to build that is what we are, then hey, maybe we'll catch some new eyes. So it really isn't that much more for me to do it. So I literally it's called it's like restream.io. All I gotta do is log in through that, and I can basically just use that, and I'm not really doing anything different. I had to set the page up. That was about the brunt of it, but other than that, yeah. So we'll see how it goes. I actually like the way that they do live streaming a little bit better over on Twitch anyway. It's a little bit easier to follow. I feel like the quality is a little bit better. You guys might even get the content quicker there. I'm not exactly sure. Don't quote me on that. But marketing, what's up? So I also have like this. It's pretty cool. It's like their Restream Chat IO thingamajigger, but it combines the two chats together. So I'm still messing around with it. We'll see how it all works out. Trying to actually, there we go. Trying to figure out a way to get both up here just to make sure that nothing is being missed. And I think I just figured it out. Got about a minute and a half here to the bell. There it is. Okay, I got it. Let me pause that to make sure that that's not running. There we go. Cool. So yeah, Dennis, what's up, man? How you doing? Again, just another way to kind of get some possible new eyes up and going onto the channel, the stream, all that good stuff. The SPY gapping up here today. Let's take a look. Wayfair. Killing it this morning, up 30%. Absolutely nuts. I guess a lot of people are shopping while they're stuck at home on Wayfair, which it's kind of crazy if you ask me, because if you compare prices on Wayfair to a lot of other places, they're expensive. So that's why I don't know if we've ever actually bought anything off of there. Maybe. Mini Bubble, what's up, man? How you doing this morning? Now correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like I keep missing you, but you're Alvarez, right? Sometimes I get this mixed up. You're going to make me go check here. We got about 15 seconds until the bell. My G, oh, there it goes. I'll let you tell me, because that's lagging for some reason. Alex, yes. Yeah. Is it Garcia? I remember, I'm usually pretty good with names, but these last few days have been really hectic. So I'm a little all over the place. There's the bell. Good luck, everybody. See, I figured it out. My memory is not too bad. It's not that great either, but good luck, everybody. Let's see if we can't get some good trades here today. Penny stock's going absolutely nuts here this morning. Yeah, Mr. Gifford. It could be a thing that ends up happening in the near future. But right now, with the kids being home and the wife working from home and stuff like that, it's just not going to happen at the current moment. But when I'm home by myself, when both kids are in school, there's really no reason for me not to hang out for a little bit. So I'll probably definitely be doing that in the near future. CCL with a big pop here at the bell. I was seeing if this one wanted to go, RMBS wanted to go anywhere. No, I was hoping it'd get up to 15. Man, TEN, if that wasn't on SSR. I pulled CCL up and I was about to hit the button. I was a little late there. All right, 10. This wants to keep going. Might not care that it's on SSR. Oh, right back down. Still got CCL up on my other screen. And keep in mind, I don't even know if these hotkeys work. I never actually tested them, so I know the share size is right. So that's kind of what matters. Worst case scenario, we can always manually exit. CCL actually popping back up here. Who is Taco? What company is Taco? I feel like I may have looked at this before. Del Taco Restaurants. I'm surprised that Taco Bell didn't somehow end up with that one. See if we can get a pop through 550 here. Little spready, look at that. 9-cent spread. CCL is trying. This is pretty slow, to be honest. So we can't find something else here. CCL got rejected there again at high of day. We were hoping for it to pop through. Did not. That's spread. It's just sitting there. It's like not even trading. The chart looks so good, but it's just sitting there. Tat. Man, that is a pure penny stock there. It's good. These things are crazy looking. I mean, how many shares would you have to trade? And look at that. Look at that chart though, right? Look at that previous extension all the way down here. Look at that. That's crazy. Here we go. EVER. Volume on this kind of sucks. Plus, we don't really have a button for this. Chart looks good though. There it goes. It actually tried to halt there. I mean, the spread, we can't, how do we play it? Well, the spread's actually not bad here. Now it is. It's almost a point. I mean, I can't get into this. I mean, with that spread, it's impossible. Look at that. It's $1.30 spread. I mean, there's not much I can do about that. A lot moving here this morning, but not too much with our name on it. This XPO actually looks pretty good too. CCL pretty much gave up. That's frustrating. Man, okay. Nothing is really kind of giving us an opportunity again here at the bell. It's like, unless you want to pay those spreads, everything's a little spready here this morning. We go CORT, see what we can get here. Volume's not that great. We need a little bit of a pop. WBT. Oh wow. Did we miss that one? Oh no, we pulled that one up. Man, that must have, did that make a move without us? I feel like I didn't see that happen. PCG. I have PCG up actually on the, that's funny you said that. I saw it pop up. I was like, oh, I wonder if that's gonna move. Yeah, Oxy because of the oil. PCG not really doing too much. Oxy, I don't think we do have shares there. I was hoping Court would make a move here, but it's not really. What did Ever end up doing? Kind of came right back down. So it would have worked, but we only had what, like a split second there when it tried to halt to get in when the spread was only like 20 cents. It's so hard to want to do that. Here we go, VNOM. Volume on this is absolutely crap. Yeah, that's true. SPY did kind of rip there at the open, which is kind of why a lot of these probably went with it. Let's see if we can get a move up here towards 10. There we go. Give this a try, shall we? So as you can see, okay, that did not work. We're instantly down more than we wanted to be there. What the heck just happened there? So my button didn't work. So we're technically going to take a second position here. So this is not what I wanted to do, but as you can see, my stop orders didn't work here. But we would have been doing this anyway. We would have been getting back in. So we're going to look, what's our average sitting at? We're going to try to get out of this. Average sitting at 10.10 pretty much. We're going to look to try to cover half of our position here. So not happy that our button didn't work. We should have tested these on demo first. See if we can get out a little more than half our position here. Okay, there we go. Actually got a little slippage there in our favor. So we're back down to kind of a normal position here. But in reality, we probably should have had a loss there. I don't know. When did we get in? We'll see. Let's let this play out for a second here. So for anybody that doesn't know, I just changed these hot buttons around a little bit. And that is not how it was supposed to work. But it might work out in our favor because we did get that nice pop. See if we can get a little bit more of a move down here. We'll look to cover half again.
Then which one do you want to do? Look through it, bud.
There we go. See if we can't get 50 of the 75 out here at 985. Then we can let the rest go. All right, there we go. We actually got some slippage there on those as well. All right, so that worked out. We'll put a stop up at high of day for right now. We basically top tick this thing, 1038 with the second entry, 1033. So we'll play the pivots on the way out here. So let's put a stop in. So we're going to have to keep in mind that we're going to have to manually put our stops in for the time being. So 1038 is the stop for our last remaining shares. All right. So a little bit of a mistake there that ended up working out in our favor. So we'll take it. Still watching PCG. I know the 112 is more fun. It's just not set risk. That's why I don't play it at the moment while we're trying to build. As we had our conversation, you know, once you get that house money, things can change. So we're going to see if we can get this one to fade all the way back down there to that previous resistance. We have two of them, kind of, sort of. We got one sitting here at 950 area, and then we got one all the way down there at 9 from yesterday's high. So we'll see if it wants to go down there and try to test those areas. And we'll keep looking for another trade here. So let's see, that first trade, 992, I hit the 75-cent button. So 30 cents. So we would have gotten stopped out, and then we would have got right back in. So a little annoyed. I mean, even though it's going to play out in our favor, a little annoyed that the button didn't work for some reason. I don't know why it wouldn't have worked. But I guess after I get everything settled this afternoon, I'll go back and actually test these things. But I guess I got a little confident in my hotkey ability that I never even tested these, thinking that it would just work because it seemed like it should. Yeah, that was a nice move there. Started a little early. I wanted that 10 pop, but it just sat there. It didn't feel like it wanted it. But then once it popped through, I mean, that's your pocket aces right there. So it was hard not to jump in. So I am still looking at other stocks here. On my second chart, seeing if we can't find anything. PEIX is a penny stock, but it's starting to make a little, no volume really. Some of these penny stocks are pretty crazy to look at. DLPH being called out here in the ISW room. This is another one that doesn't have too much volume. So Brian got VNOM as well. Looks like Kevin did. Looks like everybody did. Jeez. Looks like I was just a little early to the party. So we'll see if this is sloppy seconds, or if it wants to go right the high of day and stop us out. Jeez. Yikes. Look at this thing squeeze. That would be a little frustrating on the remaining chairs there. Okay. So that ended up being almost a break-even trade because of that. That's crazy. See what it wants to do here. I'd actually be interested again if it wants to pop through. I'm just a little annoyed right now because I don't have my stops in place, so I can't really just like hit a button and let it go. I'm a little annoyed at that stop out. I mean, that is such a big squeeze to stop us out. It goes high of day and could very well just fake out and come right back down. Yes. Am I almost done? No. I'm not. I still have a little bit, bud. So that was actually a very frustrating trade just overall. Yeah. Look at that's just going to be an ugly. I feel like this is just going to end up being an ugly chart. I mean, it's not that ugly, but I think it's going to end up being ugly. Well, it's hard for me. It really is hard for me mentally to watch a stock squeeze up like this and stop us out of shares and then just want to jump right back in. It feels very FOMO-y when I do something like that. So I'm just kind of trying to leave it, even though it's going to obviously work out. Because, I mean, if you really look at it, it still looks very bullish now that it did that. Even if this is a temporary fake out breakout. MOS making a decent move. Yeah. Just gonna get off of this one. Pointless to keep looking at it. See if MOS wants to extend through 1250 here. So technically I should be 1 for 2 right now. But we're actually 1 for 1. TWOU, yeah, I see that. I just pulled it up on my second chart. I feel like that would need to extend through 28 to be interested. Just like we need MOS to extend through 1250. And that TWOU is literally not trading. It's just sitting there. There's that WBT coming right back up. Did the SPY like randomly take off again? I did. I wonder if that had something to do with it. All of these are somewhat following the SPY. SPY went high of day. What was it? VNOM? Just curious how. I mean, yeah, that chart kind of looked. Man, look at that. All the way back down to 10. That's frustrating. See if we can't get WBT to push up through 6 here. Even though the volume isn't that great. Oh man, we missed the ZYXI. It's a interesting looking one. We're gonna watch WBT here though. See if we can get through 6. EVR, everything popped with the SPY there. EVR did. Everything attempting to move with the SPY here. Good old KPTI trying to move up. Yeah, that VNOM chart looks so bad now. So frustrating. It's like, how often do you guys, real quick, well, since this isn't doing what we want, you see these charts, right? How often do you see it make a high, come down, bounce and give you the sloppy seconds, right? The bouncy ball effect, and go lower. But the minute we try to scale out of a trade, it just goes up, stops us out, and then comes right back down. It's like, seriously? Come on. Come on, man. Come on, man. ADVM here actually looks like it could make a decent move. See if we can get up through 18. The SPY is still going. See if we can get up through 18 here on ADVM. I'd like to see it really push. SPY definitely looking bullish today, especially coming off of yesterday. A very nice up pattern here. Actually going to draw a trend line here just out of curiosity. Yeah, it's holding true. Very bullish at the moment. So that's not going to pop through right this second. But just to give you guys an idea what I was looking at, I scrolled back to just the yesterday, and as you can see that trend line, it kept tapping it here, even in the pre-market this morning, and it's extending away from it. Yeah, like EVER did the same thing. So even if you would have did the 112 and tried to scale out and you had your stop there at the high of day, it did the same thing VNOM did. Your buttons work, Thomas? Nice. Yeah, I'm going to have to mess with mine today. I thought about it last night, but I didn't. I obviously couldn't test them late at night. AIG, nice. Look at that. That thing's still working. CNX here at a resistance area. See if we can push through it. We're through here at 11. See if we can actually get away from it. Volume is not that great. SPY just trucking along. Going for 288. Volume on this is not very good. Same here with EB. Man, can't seem to clear my throat this morning. Etsy. Oh wow, how did I not see this one? Oh yeah, there it is up on the 30 plus scanner. course, I hope you got that, Thomas, because it looks like I may have already missed it. Oh, popping back up here. W was on the scanner earlier. I don't know if it was. I don't look up at that scanner that often. I like to look at the ultra scan. Dang, look at this thing go. Okay, I'm interested. Okay, so this button worked, but it put the range order in. Interesting. All right, well, we'll see what it does here. Oh, geez. It gets right up there to 75. That might not be good for us. See if we can come back down and test 74 first. I might just leave it just for the time being, just because I don't understand why it's doing that. You know, let me just get an order ready here. Stop. Market. 75. 05. All right, there we go. So we're at 74.01. See if we can get that 74 test, and we'll take 75% off. All right, that's our plan to scale out. Ooh, right back up. Jeez, look at this thing, guys. This thing is whippy. That's not good though. The way that, look at that look at the bottom wick there. If we get back under 50 though, that might be a good thing. If not, we might squeeze up. There we go. Back through, see if we can actually get down to 74. There we go. See if we can get that 74 break. Come on, come on. There we go. See if we can get through. Come on, come on, come on. Man. Struggling here. Trying to be patient. Pretty extended. There we go. See if we can get this 74.
Are you done with your banana? Yeah.
I'm going to take off half there just to reduce the position because I don't like the way it's kind of being held up here all the way up here. Yep, there it goes. So we're at right over 75 for our stop. Okay, now we can be a little bit more patient with these. If it does come down. So I got a little impatient there, but I didn't like how it was being held up. Plus this thing is very whippy. It's starting to get a little spready too. So we basically took half of our position there at break even. Just because I didn't like how it was being held up. I'm actually going to put the stop in again. Just on the remainder here. If it does start to come down and we get that 74 break, we might try to just let the rest go and try to pivot out. The SPY is still ripping too. That was kind of what threw me off a little bit. It's just steady trucking. If we can finally get this 74 test again, man, I wish I would have been a little more patient there. Let my emotions get to me a little bit. Definitely didn't accept the risk. Gonna cost me a little bit of money there. Maybe. This thing is so whippy. Starting a descending triangle here, 74 being the base. Back through 50. This thing is definitely whippy, that's for sure. We just want this 74. I mean, it would have been nice to get this. The move it's making here is what I thought it was doing when we exited half our position there. Man, I'm so mad at VNOM. Brian just said, bang. Oh, geez, we're about to test our stop here on Etsy. So we weren't wrong necessarily with where we exited we reduced our position, but it did just it retested 74 again now before attempting this break of high of day. So now I'm curious why that hotkey, because I didn't set these hotkeys any different. It's very interesting, actually, why one would work and the other one wouldn't. Yes, Brayden. I can play with you when I'm done working. I played with you all morning. It's time for Daddy to work for a little bit more, and then we'll play. I'll be done in a little bit. All right, if we get back down to 74 here, I've got a feeling we might get the breakthrough. I will say covering half my position there did take some emotion out of the trade if we were to get stopped out, which helps, but at the same time, I still let my emotions kind of trade for me there versus trading the chart, because the chart was super extended still there. It's just the way it felt. You know, I've watched these trade a bunch of times, and it just felt like it was being held up a little bit, and I wasn't wrong, but I wasn't right either, because it did come back down to 74 before making that squeeze. But that squeeze is what I felt was coming. But see if we can get back down to 74 here. It is really struggling. DYAI must be a low float, but that thing just took off. This thing is just fighting here at 50. It does not look very good. Oh wow, that TWOU really made a spike there, huh? I actually kind of like that. I was trying to see if it would go through 2850. It's trying. Oh, Etsy. What you gonna do? It's looking like it wants to just go sideways at the current moment. It's kind of in a little range here. Yes, Brayden. Draw?
His cars.
His cars? I don't know where your cars are. Which cars? The one they were in there, weren't they? The ones that change colors? Where are they? I didn't take them. Watching TWOU here. Sorry, I'm so distracted at the moment now. I'm like half looking for these cars, wondering where they went, / watching Etsy just be absolutely crazy. It just cannot pick a direction at the moment. TWOU looks like we may have missed that through 50. It's looking like we are going to get stopped out here on Etsy. This thing is starting to look bullish now. If we actually get another drop to 50 here, I might take it off because this looks very, very bullish.
I have all your schoolwork at my desk. What do you want to do? You want to write your letters? Yeah, fine. That's at my desk.
Yeah, this looks like it's an ascending triangle at this point. It's not looking very good. And there goes TWOU. Man, I hope you got that, Mr. Gifford, because I missed it. I get distracted at the worst times.
Well, Camden, maybe you shouldn't play with your food, huh? Since they get in together, can you find your pen?
Of course, it's popping back up there. I mean, Etsy, every time it tries to get shoved down, it just gets shoved right back up, and here it goes, right up to 75. So we're at high of day. Assuming if it... There, yeah, man, some crazy slippage there.
Brayden, while I'm looking for your pen, can you come clean out these crayons, please? Brayden, I'm asking you nicely to help Mommy out.
Yeah, I ask nicely to get helped out every morning. Doesn't seem to happen.
Well, I can't find you a pen.
So we're now right on the day after that one. Could have been worse though if we didn't take some shares out there. I already let the trade go, GDT. It's other things that are hard to let go. CEQP trying to move up here towards the double top. Yeah, Mr. Gifford, I wish I could do that.
You're not doing it on the couch.
Not really a possibility here. Dog cages. Apparently we don't have permission on that one. Everything just looks very bullish. Etsy's actually looking like it could just be a little bit of a grinder here and a little bit of a range, or it could just look exactly like our first trade where it fakes us out at high of day and then does this. I mean, come on. Oh boy. What is wrong with Discord? I mean, that is so frustrating to look at because this is what we were looking for the last time. We'd still be in this trade, right? If we would have been playing pivots on the way out and we'd still be in this trade, but no, it had to go up there and knock us out just a little bit. And I'm sure Etsy's going to do the same exact thing. Just one of those days. I feel like today or this morning just feels overcomplicated. I don't know. Just feel like, I don't know, something went awry this morning. SPY just took a dump. Wondering Etsy might follow suit here. Yep, there it goes. Wow, you can color all your A's. Look, that's some good tracing, bud. Good job. You're welcome. This is ZYXI. See, so I wonder if it's just this button. But we'll put the order in ourselves for now.
All right.
Thank you, Julius, for the sub. I think somebody had subbed earlier too, so sorry for missing that. Let me get this order in here. I don't need a range, just to mark it. So we hit the dollar button, so 40 cents, so that would put us at 21.85. So looking for 50 to kind of hold here. Usually we would wait for the 50 break, but pretty nice extension. we can start getting the move down, I am gonna put an order in for, it's actually like 66% of our shares. But we'll see what it wants to do here. Looks like it's trying to break through 50. Which we can tell if it does, it has the ability to squeeze right up to our stop. Jesus, right up to our stop. That was a pretty good squeeze. Got within 5 cents of our stop there. Going right back up. This one might be my fault. It was a call out by someone else that I didn't see on the scanner. I always tend to get burned with these. So hopefully it works out, but it's a lesson that I have to keep teaching myself. I mean, I do like the extension, but I also like knowing that it came off the scanner, because the scanners give you the highest probability trades. I mean, I could trade ones that look like this all day if I really wanted to, but I think this is a little bit of FOMO. It was on the scanner? Okay, I must have missed it. Yeah, probably on this candle here would be my assumption. So we need to get back under 50 and hold. Whoa, good job, bud. You're tracing really well. I like that. He's fine. Get back through 2130 here. Might get a nice little drop. I don't know if it'll actually let me put this order out there since I have the one there to cover for all of my shares. We'll find out. But I wanted to see it break 30 there first before I put it out. Yes, Brayden. I can't come here for a sec, but hold on. Alright, so it did let me put it out there. Wow, you got all the squares? Are those the numbers?
Yeah.
Nice. Can you do all the numbers? Can you write them in the boxes?
I like E.
3.
Oh, E. 1, 2.
Let's see if we can come down here and get this 21 test. That's where our 1-to-1 would have been. So that's where we'll be looking to take most of our position out, and then we'll try to pivot out of the rest. That's the plan. But obviously we needed to get down there and test that first. It's struggling at the moment. Would be feeling a lot better if we would have waited for that secondary pop there. Just gonna let this play out. Could just very well be some sloppy seconds here. You just went right through 50. That order might have disappeared. Look at the squeezes this thing makes. It's also a lower volume stock, which I don't normally play. I like to see things moving. Plus now the spread's getting really bad. It's never good when the spread starts to get bad. We came so close. We were on our way there. Just can't seem to get anything to give us that little extra push that we need. The only extra pushes we have been getting are to get to our stops today. Not looking good. Looking like it wants to go right up there to high of day. And this looks no different than down here, right? Get the pullback. Took a little bit longer this time, but we'll see. Yeah, it is hard to be positive when it seems like everything's not going your way. Whoa, look at those C's. And the cat? Good job. I like that. Good job, bud. Plus, I mean, when you've seen these charts over and over again, you can kind of tell what they're going to do. So it's like you try to accept the risk and let it do its thing. But it's like it's almost inevitable watching it do what you pretty much already know that it's going to do. So it gets a little frustrating sometimes. This spread is ridiculous. But it is not looking good. It definitely looks very bullish at the moment. Even though this kind of was following the SPY, and the SPY is kind of tumbling down now. Just need some people to start hitting the bid here. This will probably be our last trade of the day because everything else is starting to slow down. Yeah, Christian. That's why I don't do that. I don't like playing low floaters, especially scaling into them. They can be very dangerous for sure. There we go. A little bit of a push down. See if we can get back down through 50. There we go. We're at 50. See if we can get through it. Well, we got through for a second there, and then look at that. Look at that spread, man. That's nasty. People see it go through 50, they, cover their decent sized orders, and it just shoots it right back up because of the spread. Yeah. I found that out. I found that's why it wasn't on my scanner, because it is a 16 mil float. But again, with my set risk strat, I'm not too worried about the float as much as I was before. So, I mean, the most I can lose is what I have as a set risk. So I'm not that worried about it when it comes to that. But that's why I was saying you would never catch me scaling into this. That's why I was okay doing it on VNOM, because I knew it wasn't just going to skyrocket to the moon on me. There we go. See if we can get a push back down there towards our first take profit here. I set my float to 20 mil. I'm not worried about my win rate. If I'm making, who cares about win rate if you're making money? I could have a 10% win rate. If I was making money, I wouldn't care.
Brayden, come here.
What you can show me again.
I
You already started. You might as well keep going. D. Whoa, look at those D's. And dog. Good job, bud. Yeah, I saw TWOU. It actually went a little higher first, though. Here we go. We're getting a move down here on ZYXI. The SPY's moving down, too, so hopefully it'll help. Oxy. Wow, look at Oxy. What a move down by Oxy. That was interesting. Hopefully we can get that kind of move here on ZYXI. Well, yeah, of course, Christian. It's very unlikely. And Chris is very right. It's very hard to mentally trade with a lower win rate. And it does. It takes a ton more discipline. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do. That's why I started trading with the 1-to-1 strategy before trying to move to something like a 2-to-1. Yeah, excuse me. Because your 2-to-1 is obviously going to be a lower win rate versus a 1-to-1. So in a way, I'm still trading 1-to-1, but now instead of trying to go for just going for 2-to-1, I'm going to try to just scale out of my 1-to-1 positions to try to get more than 1-to-1. One nice extended moves. Like right now, if we can get 21, technically that previous resistance is all the way down here at 2073. Ooh, big drop there. See if we can, there we go. We're on the bid. Oh, come on. On the bid. You got to be kidding me. It went through. We just didn't get the fill. And now look at this spread. Come on, give us our fill. Just get us out. Most of our position will be happy. Still on the bid. Not going to get the fill. Got to be kidding me. You can see the line on the chart. It literally went through our order. And it never really came down to give us a better price to just kind of be close. It was always up there at 21.24. That spread was nasty. 20 cents. Would really suck for this to pop back up to 21.50 at this point. But we are going to actually move our stop down to our close to our order. We'll put it. Well, technically the pivot's up there, so we can't. Yes, Brayden. Say that again. E. You're upside down. You're on. It's upside down, silly, but yeah, good job. E for egg. I like it. You're doing so good. Your tracing is amazing, bud. And here we go. All right, back down to almost on the bid. All right, on the bid, look at this. 1 cent. All right, I'm not going to risk it over 1 cent, even though it's probably going to bust through 21 and we might have got slippage in our favor. We'll take the 75% there, and there it is right there. We would have got filled, so not a big deal. We ended up taking 6 more shares off there. All right, so now we're going to pivot out of this thing. Technically, our pivot right now is at high of day for the most part. It's up here at 75, 76. So we got a lot of room to work with for the remaining 25% here. Yeah, that's what I have here. We still got VWAP there, and who knows, this thing might fade the rest of the day. We'll see. Looks very bullish over the course of the last few days, but a lot of things have. The ask was stuck at 24. Single entry is better for establishing your unique trading style. You can add up later. Yeah, I agree. I think I'm better at single entries. And this one just happened to work out. I mean, look how many times it tried to get us out. So, or we were a little bit early. So we'll put the stop in here for the remaining shares up there at 21. We'll just put them over high of day. We'll just keep them at 85. Well, we'll put it at 80 at high of day, because technically that's our last pivot is technically here. But if for some reason it wants to squeeze up to 76, I mean, it's probably going to test high of day. So I'd rather give it that extra 3 cents just in case. 21.80, stop there. All right. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to pivot out of this thing. So if this wants to pop back up to say like 21.25 or even 21.50 again, and then try to come back down, it would have to make a newer low, but that would be our new pivot. So hopefully it's 21.12 here. As you can see, look at the spread again, right back up to that 21.21 area. Christian said I might go long. Hey, you do what you got to do, man. If this would have went right down to this 2074 and then bounced, you got VWAP and that previous resistance there, I would totally agree with you that it would look more like a long, but I still think we can come down and test both of those areas first. Which in a way is a good thing for me, because hopefully we'll set a pivot right around this area. So when we do go down to test it, we can move it down to, which would now be 21.18. Yes, Braden. F. I can't see it. Let's see. Oh, ooh, F for fish. Who's that look like?
What?
Who's the fish look like?
Dory.
Good job, bud. Yeah, so now if we come down under the lows of 2091, we can now move our stop all the way down here to 21.18, because this would now be a new pivot. Doesn't he? That is the one nice thing about them being home. It's like if I ever do have a bad day trading, I can just get off and go get myself some Braden hugs, and it kind of makes everything better. And Camden in there talking up a storm. He's been really bad lately. He's got one of his final molars coming in, and it has not been very pleasant. So actually going right back up here, still testing that same area. Need to get back through 21. If we can get back through 21, this might look pretty good. What we don't want is for this to start to keep moving higher, right? Because then you're making higher lows, and that's not what we want. We want to keep making these lower highs and continuing lower on each bounce. It's so funny. Everyone that has little ones is always like, I just wish they were older. But everyone that has older ones, they're always like, oh, I miss the little ones. It's so funny. I definitely have more times right now where I wish that they were older. Like, if you are to be stuck in a quarantine like we are, I definitely think it's an advantage for them to be older and self-sufficient and be able to kind of take care of themselves. But at the same time, it is some pretty good bonding time, but it's almost like when you're trying to work at the same time, like you're being forced to work, you're not just home with them. It's not like a vacation per se. It can be very stressful. Very stressful. Yes, Braden. What's after F? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Whoa, look at those G's. What word did you spell? Goat. Good job. Yeah, exactly. Christian says, squeeze in between 21 and 34 EMA. Jeez, I didn't even know 21 and 34 EMAs were a thing. Well, hopefully we go below all of them. I need it to go down below 2091 so that we can make this a pivot. That way I'll be much more comfortable with where my stop is for the remaining shares. We just need a nice little dump off here. There we go, testing it here. Let's see if we can get below that area. See if we can get into the 80s. If we can get into the 80s, we'll be good. 93. There it is, 93.88. All right, there we go. So we're lower. So now we're going to lower our pivot. I don't know exactly what it is, but we'll just put it right there at 23 for the time being. Pretty big move down here. See what it does at this resistance area. Might actually just look to take it. What is VWAP sitting at? 60? If it wants to give us this pop down to VWAP real quick at 65, we'll take it. VWAP sitting at 60. And this is where if we had bigger shares, we would be taking some more off right here, right? Instead of looking to finish our position. So I'd be happy. I mean, we were pretty close there. It would suck if it goes up and takes us out now, but that's why if you have a bigger position, you could scale out a little bit more there instead of just basically just scaling out with 2 orders. But we'll see what it does here. That was a pretty big dump and then bought right back up right off that previous resistance. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was the bottom. But we were looking for VWAP to get tested there. What you got, Bray? After G, H. Oh, let me help you. I saw you lost your page there. There it is. What's that? What are you trying to do? Oh. Oh, you want to cross it off. Gotcha.
How many?
How many?
Yeah.
You tell me.
I don't know.
Good job. Okay, go do what's after H. I saw the H. What was the word that you drew for H? Hat. Good job. Oh. Right, there we go. We're actually almost on the bid here. If we get real close, we'll obviously just take it. But 16 cents is a little much. Like I said earlier, when we took that one, it was 1 cent, which is a difference. Come on. Down to 15 cents. Only 5 cents away on the bid. That's why this can be a little frustrating with these spreads. It does keep trying to get bought up here, which isn't necessarily a good thing. That previous resistance trying to be used as support. I mean, I just want the ask to come down. I mean, it's a big spread to just pay to get out of the trade. And we all know that once I hit the button, it's just going to pop down. And drop down a penny. 14 cents. Hold on, bud. Let Daddy finish up this trade, please. 7. Okay. And the reason I'm not letting... Oh, there we go. And we got our fill. Wow, look at that dip. Well, of course, we got 65 because the spread or the ass never came down below it. I was watching it. Nice move down there. And I was literally about to say the reason I'm doing this and not still playing the pivots is because I just want to go be with the kiddos. So normally, if I was trading this, I would have been looking to play. Let me get rid of this order, by the way. I would have kept playing the pivots, so our stop still would have been here. And hey, the rest of the day, if this wants to keep going lower and lower, then we'll obviously still be in the trade. But I got out of this one because I'm gonna go be with him and actually help him with the workbook a little bit, and that's all I got for you today. So let's see. Let me catch up on what you guys had said. Range should drop to 2010. Yeah, that was pretty. It actually got pretty close there. 2040. Yeah, true. You need a happy dance animation. Yeah, maybe I'll look at that one. I need to find my my staples button, so when I have a winning trade, I can hit it. That was easy. But all right, guys. Well, thanks for stopping by. I don't know how many people we got up to. I need to figure out how to get the viewers up on stream, or the count. Oh, we got up to 25. How high did we get? It looks like that's the highest we actually got was 25. So we were pretty close. Maybe tomorrow we can get back up there, try to get up to 35 and do that giveaway. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope you appreciated everything that happened today. It was kind of a rough one. Real quick, just go through the trades. ZYXI, our first trade was VNOM, which is going to be hard to look at later. I mean, look at that one. We were looking to play the pivots on this one. As you can see, we scaled out of it. A little bit of a mistake on our entries, but it worked out. We'll talk about that in the recap. And then ZYXI was our other one, and as you can see, that one kind of faded off too. So a little frustrating that we pretty much top-ticked both of those, but hey, it's part of the game, and that's why I was a little bit frustrated throughout the morning, plus dealing with the kids and all that good stuff. But I'm going to get out of here. Shin, Christian, Julius, Dennis, everybody, thank you for tuning in. I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Peace.
Bye.